we just refresh our memories from yesterday, even, right, when we were looking at the different, it's going to adjust in a second, when we were looking at the different clef, and we were looking at the symbol itself, we see that the dots are surrounding the F line, and that's why it's called the F clef, right? And we know the G, right, the G clef, because the treble clef surrounds the G line. Excellent, everybody's with me. What about this one? What about this one?
Great big dragons fly around.
Good, and our base sent it to me privately as well. She said great big dragons fly around. You can also use good boys do fine always, y'all. If you ever hear Miss Izzy start with good boys do fine instead of great big dragons, because I've been saying good boys do fine since I was like 6 years old, like from when I first learned. So I'm like,
we did that last year.
And we did good boys do fine always last year too. Yeah. So either one works. The letters still work. What about this one, y'all? Which phrase do we use to remember the base clef?
All cows
eat grass. Easy. All cows eat grass. Not all dogs go to heaven. H is not even a musical alphabet letter. Weird.
I like that movie though.
It was a good movie, wasn't it? That was one of my favorites as a kid too. It is a good movie. This one says which two clefs make up the grand staff? So I gave you
treble and bass.
Huh?
Treble and bass.
It would be only treble and bass. It's not that the alto clef doesn't matter. There's also a tenor clef. We won't learn about tenor clef. That's one of the least used. I mean, nobody really uses the tenor clef. But the treble and the bass clef, we know actually connect. Does anybody remember what that line is called that actually connects the treble clef to the bass clef in the grand staff? Very close, Nishita. Not a bracket, but yeah, she got it. It is a brace. Yep,
I was going to say bracket.
Bracket, brace, they're pretty similar, but the word we're looking for sure every time is going to be brace. And then this one, Deisha put it, I think.
Would that be middle C? Middle C.
Yes, middle C. Now, what if I had put regular C on here?
No.
Would it be right?
I mean, yes.
I by accident.
Debate that out. So it would be C still. It was still C, but why did we put middle C? What makes this specifically?
Because it's right. It's the note that connects the two staffs and the grand staff.
Yes, indeed. This is the note that is the bottom of the treble clef, and it's the end of the bass clef. So it's where they meet in the what? In the
middle.
Middle. Excellent job, y'all. So that's our do now. I'm going to ask you to take 15 seconds to mute yourselves back because I know y'all are great at that. Y'all come off mute, we do our thing, then we go right back. And I'll be asking you to unmute again. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're all muting ourselves. 5, 4. And then we'll come back off mute a little later. 4, 3. And 2. And then 1. Now, I just want to refresh your memory. Many of us are already starting to memorize our bass clef notes, aren't we? Many of us are already there. Many of us already basically have this screen memorized from treble clef. But what did you notice that I actually added as soon as it loads and so that you can see it? As soon as it loads. Any day now. There we go. What do you notice about this one? So it looks exactly like the ones we were looking at last week, except we're looking at the bass clef now. So we still use the same steps. We still ask ourselves, is the note on a line or space? We still ask ourselves, which line or space is the note on? And we still ask ourselves, which phrase do we need to use? However, every time we look at notes now, we can no longer just think face and every good boy does fine. Now we have to think of 4 different mnemonic devices. Somebody unmute and tell me what a mnemonic device is. Mnemonic device, silent M. Mnemonic device. See what you remember from yesterday. Or you could type it.
A catchy phrase or a catchy phrase or saying to help you remember the order of the note.
Yeah, both of y'all, excellent job. So it's just a catchy phrase that you use to remember something. So like, good boys do fine always, great big dragons fly around, all cows eat grass. And so we're using these mnemonic devices for bass clef. Later today, before you get out of class, you'll actually have to be practicing with bass clef and treble going back and forth between each one. So we always have to first see what symbol or clef we see at the beginning, right? Is it bass clef or is it treble clef? All right, so we're going to do some practice. You know I have your back. You knew I was going to do it. You know it was going to come down to this. You knew it was going to come down to this. All right, so this is like a practice Kahoot because we won't have time to go through all of them. I'm going to tell you right now, each question only gives you 10 seconds to answer. Each question only gives you 10 seconds to answer. However, if you already have great big dragons fly around, if you already have all cows eat grass in your brain constantly visualizing that, in your brain almost like seeing it in midair, then you're going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and click on this Kahoot. Will you join me? Meet me at the Kahoot. Meet me at the Kahoot. Give me like 10 seconds and you can meet me there. Give me about 8 seconds now. You can meet me there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nishita is like over the 8th grade. She's like, I'm actually not about to let y'all win. Y'all are not smarter than me. I love it. You know, I love a good argument, a good debate over some grades, over some brilliance, over some genius. I love it too, Amani. She said, I love her confidence. I love it too. Listen, you can't be mad at that kind of confidence. You just got to celebrate it. Like, you got it. All right, y'all, here's the code. I'm going to put it in the chat for you too. Okay. Now, we're not going to do all of the questions. I just want to do enough to get your brains on and moving so that when I release you to do your own independent work, come on, Tay, why you say that? He said she got lucky last time. Maybe. Only one way to find out, isn't it? Jay's was like, I win every time. Look, y'all, and it's going to be, the winner's going to be whatever we leave off on since we're not going to do them all. But let's see how y'all roll in. Look at all these people rolling into this Kahoot. Get it, get it, get it. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds to get in here, please. All right, we just about have everybody. I know I could do real good math. I'm waiting for, I might not be waiting for anybody. Izzy just be wrong. I am waiting for, I can't with hacker. All right, we actually have, I'm waiting on, I think, 1 or 2 more people. 1 or 2 more people. We got 3 adults, and we're not playing because we want y'all to learn. Y'all see, y'all be mad if Miss Tran came in here and beasted y'all and beat y'all at Kahoot. Y'all would be so mad. Okay, cool. Don't let Stevenson swoop in here and get it. All right, we got everybody in here. I'm gonna start it. If you're still signing in, you can still join it once we start. I'm telling you now, it's only 10 seconds. So get those mnemonic devices. Get that brain turned on. Massage your brain if you need to do a little something to get it turned on. Let's get it. Oh, okay. Here we go, y'all. Top line. This will be your practice one because it's real fast. You see how fast it is. So that you see why I said it was a practice? Y'all know I don't like to see these answers be split this way. Y'all know I like to see everybody getting like all of them right. Here we go. So that was a practice one. You see how fast it's moving. All right, here we go. Let me see my scores first of all. Monty coming in with the first place, followed by Arve. Get in there, Arve. Yo, get in there, Arve. I see you. All right, Deasia, come on, say only 1 6th grader? For real? Let's go. It's the 0 for me. Second line, what you got? Hurry up, it's only... Didn't I tell y'all have to wake up? Wake up. I should see at least 13 answers, and right now I have 6. Remember, Miss Izzy, Miss Stevenson, we know when people are participating from the numbers, but we also know from the scores and the top 5s. If we keep seeing like 6s and 7s, I'm going to just send y'all to y'all independent work, because that means you don't need the practice. I think you do. So let's get our fingers ready. We're voting. Ooh. Y'all see how the score just literally just changed overnight almost. I see y'all. Get it, Arve. Let me see if Arve's going to win this thing. Third line, great big, I don't know, dragonflies, I don't know. There we go. These are the numbers that I like to see. I like to see at least one answer with most people getting it right. That was a D when we look here. Great big dragons, right? Great big dragons would have been fly everywhere. So this one is a D. Let's keep it going, y'all. I can already tell y'all already because you see how much the scores keep changing? All right, Nishita's in there. All right.